Don't you actually think, though, do you consider yourself a feminist?
No.
No?
No, I'd consider myself a misandrist.
So a feminist?
No.
Well, what's the difference between a feminist and a misandrist?
A feminist believes that everyone is equal. A misandrist believes that women are actually better than men.
How are they better than men?
Hold on. So just to be clear, you are making accusations that, well, my understanding of misandry, that would be female supremacy, which I guess could fall under the categorization of misandry. But do you hate men?
No.
So misandry, what is misandry?
So misogyny is what's been going on for a really long time, where men are better than women. Men deserve more power than women. Men are smarter than women. Men are stronger than women, blah, blah, blah. Misandry believes, I think in a perfect world, women would be in charge of everything. And if you look at countries that are happier and better off, women are more in charge. And I'm not saying that men suck. Men are great. Men are needed. I'm not saying we should kill all men, whatever. Like I don't support that whole message. However, if you look at countries that are doing better, women are in charge of a lot of the government. And I think women, because of the system that men have created, which is unfair, men are taught to be more masculine and strong and whatever. However, if we were all taught to be equal, I'd be a feminist. However, because women have been taught to be more empathetic, a lot of women are just better at handling political and social problems.
Okay, there's a lot there. Let's start with your claim that you're saying that there are countries where there is a predominance of female leadership and these countries are better.
Yeah.
Okay, which countries are those?
A lot of the Scandinavian countries, like I think Copenhagen and like Scandinavian countries.
Copenhagen is the capital of Denmark.
Yeah.
It's not a country, but
Denmark.
Are you talking?
Sweden?
I'm just talking about Scandinavian.
I think
Scandinavian areas are known to be the happiest places on earth.
And so you're saying those countries are not patriarchies?
A lot of them, yeah.
You're saying the Scandinavian countries are not patriarchies?
I'm not saying that exactly, but I know they have a lot more women in control than the U.S. does, which right now the U.S. is predominantly
controlled by old men.
Yeah,
and you're
controlled by old men.
Sure, and you're saying that these Scandinavian countries, strictly, there's no other factors that might contribute to them being, at least from your worldview, better countries.
Such as what?
I don't know, you're the one making the claim. How are they better countries?
Well, the women are in charge and they create rules that are more good for the people of the country rather than the rich people of the country. I'm not totally versed on this subject. However, based on what I've seen, the countries of the world that have more female leaders are doing, the people in those countries are happier and more well off than the women or just the people in like the US right now, for example.
How so?
They get health care. They get
free health care.
Free health care, free just care in general. Women get better maternity leave. Everyone is saying that they're happier in those countries